Welcome to Therapy Optimization class. My name is Erin, and I'm here to lead a discussion on how to get the most out of your insulin pump therapy. Let's get started. Today we're going to discuss several areas of your overall diabetes control and how your Medtronic device helps you to achieve your goals. We'll talk about the Diabetes Balancing Act, which is a way to describe how to balance the effort it takes to control diabetes mentally, emotionally, financially, and physically with the desires and pursuit of achieving glucose targets. Secondly, we'll discuss tools, resources, and strategies that you can use today to potentially help you improve or enhance your diabetes control. Lastly, we'll showcase some of the newest products from Medtronic Diabetes and speak to how they can help improve outcomes and also address lifestyle needs. Before we get going, I'm curious to know, how many years have you had diabetes? Is it 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, maybe 30 years or more? Think about all the highs and the lows and the blood sugar checks and the insulin injections, the worry and wondering that's involved with so many years of diabetes. And over the years, it's also important to think about all the positive steps you take every day that lead to health benefits. What we all know is that diabetes requires a lot of effort and demands countless treatment decisions each day. Let's read through this slide and think through some of the examples of the mental effort involved in diabetes. Did I count my carbs correctly? Why am I still high? Am I going to have a low later on? Do I need to have a snack before bed? Does anything else come to mind for you? And this is really what it's meant when we hear people say, diabetes never sleeps. When you think about the Balancing Act, so much effort to manage diabetes, but still not meeting all of your goals, it feels frustrating. We know the constant chasing of highs and lows can feel defeating, and it requires constant thought and planning, as well as devoting a great deal of time into the many decisions and scenarios that present throughout the day. So how do we make steps to improve? Is that Balancing Act just part of diabetes, or is there an opportunity to improve? When we consider the needs of people with diabetes, in a survey we learned that more time in range would have the biggest impact on daily life. More time spent in range would mean less time spent on diabetes decisions, planning, etc. The concept of time in range is very important because we know that more time in range means less time spent below or above the target. When you think about all the decisions that need to be made each day, many are in an effort to prevent or treat time low or time high. Theoretically, more time in range helps to reduce these scenarios and time spent analyzing or treating highs and lows, and ultimately allows more freedom. So what about your A1C? How does the A1C fit into the time and range discussion? A1C has been an invaluable clinical measure for determining past glycemic control and predicting long-term complications, and has been the accepted gold standard in the measurement of diabetes outcomes for over 3 decades. A1C alone, however, does not provide the full picture of day-to-day glycemic control. New advances in glucose monitoring, such as continuous glucose monitoring, provides a clearer and more complete picture of glycemia. Continuous glucose monitoring data allows for a clear and quick assessment of glycemic variability, time spent above and below the range, and allows the clinician and patient to better understand and determine the needs for improved quality of life and better outcomes. Let's use a traffic analogy to think about time in range versus A1C. A1C only reflects an average blood sugar level, but does not fully capture or depict direct time spent high or low. In comparison, an average speed of 55 miles per hour over the past 3 months does not reflect the times when a vehicle is racing at 100 miles per hour or crawling at 10 miles per hour in traffic congestion. Focusing on time and range helps to break up the average and really focus on the speed of traffic at different times. More specifically, time and range is exactly what it sounds like. It's the percentage or time or amount of time spent in range as defined as 70 to 180 milligrams per deciliter. I'd like you to take a moment to think about how you handle the Diabetes Balancing Act. How do you balance the effort required in diabetes with the desire for glucose goals? What type of decisions do you make? And are there any trade-offs that you consider? Now that we have established that more time and range is important and that it could help reduce time spent on the diabetes roller coaster, let's talk about strategies that help promote more time and range and ultimately leverage the benefits of your insulin pump system. Consistency with the right behaviors is very important when optimizing your insulin pump features. Today we'll talk about the importance of practicing good bolus behaviors, utilizing CareLink software reports, and we'll review some of the important tips that you can use now. Most likely at some point, everyone watching this webinar has been lectured about the importance of bolusing insulin through the insulin pump. Most likely you've heard what it is to bolus, how to count carbs, how to treat high blood sugars, and so on. While the Bolus Wizard allows for flexibility in the timing and amount of insulin given at meals and snacks, that flexibility can also allow opportunity for patients to adopt certain unwanted behaviors, such as missing boluses altogether, or delaying a bolus due to lifestyle needs, or adjusting the carbohydrate or insulin delivery based on scenarios. In short, there are ways to manipulate a bolus which can be very difficult to understand trends and for healthcare providers to make treatment decisions. Moreover, through Medtronic's latest technologies, we have learned more than ever that good bolus behaviors help drive good results. Let's review some basic concepts on this slide to refresh good bolusing behaviors. Bolusing before meals and reviewing that carb counting accuracy. If some of the habits we discussed today apply to you, we recommend beginning today to practice accurate and timely boluses so that the Bolus Wizard settings can be analyzed and improved. There are 3 types of bolus delivery: normal, square wave, and dual wave bolus. Next, one of the greatest features of insulin pump therapy is the ability to utilize the software. If you can recall over your history with diabetes, you most likely at some point kept a written log of food, blood sugar values, insulin delivery, and so on. While these types of records take a lot of time and effort, they also do not allow for trends to be easily viewed and realized. CareLink software is a tool frequently used by healthcare providers to manage settings for people using pump therapy. But it also is a great tool to become familiar with so that you can learn your trends over time and become a bigger advocate for your own care. Let's walk through a quick and easy report as an example of data you can easily pull from CareLink Personal reports using only insulin delivery and fingerstick information. In order to receive continual progress on your insulin pump settings, we encourage uploads to CareLink Personal every 2 weeks. This allows you to visualize historical trends and better learn and understand the factors that influence your diabetes. Lastly, it's important to take note of trends and share these observations and even these reports with your healthcare provider. This allows for a meaningful discussion at office visits with your provider and can help lead to significant fine-tuning on your insulin pump settings, knowledge, and utilization. Okay, so bolusing and CareLink reports can help you to achieve better control and outcomes, but what can you do to take care of your device? There are a few things that we'll discuss to help you take care of your pump. Let's start with what can be done on a daily basis. Pump cases can be used to provide cushion against bumps and accidental drops, and they come in a variety of colors and materials. The MiniMed 630G and the MiniMed 670G are both considered waterproof, but be aware that drops and bumps could damage your pump case and make it more vulnerable to damage from water. The MiniMed Revel and the MiniMed 530G systems are water resistant, so make sure to disconnect from your pump for showering, swimming, using a sauna and steam room, and place it in a safe, dry location away from moisture. We recommend removing all pumps before swimming or bathing. If you wear your pump in a place that touches your skin, make sure to turn the buttons away from your body to reduce moisture exposure. And always keep your pump secure and dry while exercising. You could utilize a waist pouch to help with that. And did you know that lotion, sunscreens, insect repellent, and household cleaners can actually damage your pump? So make sure to wash and dry your hands before touching it. And whenever pushing the buttons on your pump, use the side or pad of your finger and avoid using sharp objects like keys or the tips of long or acrylic fingernails. Now let's talk through things to consider every few weeks. Starting with cleaning your pump. Always make sure to start with clean hands. Use a cloth mixed with mild detergent like a dish soap and water, and make sure you don't place your pump under running water. Avoid cleaning it with household agents. And last, let's go over some reminders about what you can do once in a while or as the seasons change. Always plan ahead before you get into a new environment. Anything from x-rays to airport security so that you know and understand how they can affect your pump. Always remember those Paradigm pumps are water resistant, so disconnect from your pump for showers, swimming, using the sauna or a steam room, and place it in a safe, dry location away from moisture. And the MiniMed pumps are designed to withstand temperatures between 41 degrees and 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Insulin can freeze near 32 degrees and it becomes less effective at higher temperatures. If you're outside in cold weather, wear your pump close to your body and cover it with warm clothing. If you're in a warm environment, keep your pump in a case or cover it under the shade or under a beach towel to help protect your insulin and keep it cool. Take a moment to reflect. What are the ways you optimize pump therapy and care for your device? The MiniMed Mio Advanced Infusion Set is now available for you. The insertion process has been reduced from 12 steps with the current MiniMed Mio Infusion Set down to 4 steps. Simply remove the adhesive backing, pinch and remove the safety pin, place on body, and press the button. The all-in-one set eliminates the need to carry a separate insertion device. The one-handed insertion accommodates both right and left-handed individuals and creates a simple insertion process. There is an insertion site window that makes it easier to detect if it pulls out early. Also, the fully hidden needle before, during, and after insertion may help reduce needle-related anxiety and reduce change-out hassle. The MiniMed 770G system is now available. The automated insulin delivery system will display blood sugar levels and insulin delivery history on your connected smartphone device. The MiniMed 770G system consists of a handful of components that work together in order to adjust and deliver your insulin. The MiniMed 770G pump delivers insulin and communicates with the other system components to calculate insulin adjustments. Continuous glucose monitor measures your glucose every 5 minutes, sending the readings directly to the pump. The infusion set allows for continuous and discrete delivery of insulin. The smartphone app will display your current glucose levels, trends over time on your phone, and also shows insulin delivery history and pump status. The blood glucose meter is an Accucheck link guide, and the test results will be sent wirelessly to the pump for quick sensor calibrations. The MiniMed 770G system comes with several advanced features. The foundation feature is called SmartGuard Auto Mode, which automatically adjusts background insulin, based on sensor glucose. This can help prevent high and low glucose levels so you can spend more time in target range for more of your day. Through Bluetooth connectivity, the MiniMed 770G system allows you to discreetly see your pump status, insulin delivery history, and blood sugar trends right on your smartphone. In addition, through this mobile connectivity, care partners have the ability to see data and receive notifications about your glucose and pump status as well. The MiniMed 770G system offers the most advanced insulin delivery technology available from Medtronic. SmartGuard Auto Mode can adjust basal insulin based on your body's needs automatically every 5 minutes or up to 288 times per day. This technology helps to minimize both high and low glucose levels. The image here illustrates how the system helps to keep your glucose in range. As glucose levels rise, the system will automatically give you additional insulin to help bring your glucose back down to target. If you're trending down, the system knows you don't need as much insulin, and the system will decrease insulin delivery to keep aim on that target. By automatically making decisions like this every 5 minutes, the system is helping to keep your glucose levels in the ideal range of 70 to 180 milligrams per deciliter for longer periods of time. Smartphone connectivity with the MiniMed 770G system includes both Android and iOS compatibility. This means that you and your care partners can utilize the apps even if you have different phone operating systems. Let's take a look at an example of the benefits of this data sharing feature. Here's Jane, the mother of Jack who lives with type 1 diabetes. Early this morning while Jack is sleeping, Jane wakes up and wants to check on where Jack's glucose levels are. Through the CareLink Connect app, she's able to see his sugar levels by looking down at her phone, which gives her more peace of mind. In the morning, at 10 a.m. while Jack is at school, both Jane and the school nurse receive an alert that Jack's glucose is low. The school nurse is then able to give Jack a snack to bring his glucose levels back to target range. Around lunchtime, Jane knows that Jack is finishing up his lunch. She looks down at the phone app and is able to confirm that Jack's school nurse remembered to give him the mealtime insulin. And after school, Jack has a planned play date with his friend David. Jane is able to look down on her phone and see that Jack's glucose is in range and that his pump battery and insulin reservoir are both in good shape. I also want to make sure to mention that the system's connectivity features also enable software upgrades. Software upgrades can be accessed when they become available. You can see we are offering one upgrade at no charge through December of 2021. Pump and CGM data is now automatically shared through the cloud, so no more CareLink Personal uploads as long as you're using a smart device with your MiniMed 770G system. Now let's discuss the Guardian Connect CGM system so you can have a better understanding of the different product options that Medtronic offers. The Guardian Connect system is a standalone continuous glucose monitor that tracks glucose levels day and night and alerts for highs and lows before they happen. The Guardian Connect system is the first smart CGM breakthrough to help you outsmart the highs and lows of diabetes. It comes with smart glucose monitoring with the power to predict highs and lows. In addition, smart insights help you keep track and a smarter connection to your care team. The Guardian Connect CGM system lets you focus on your life instead of your glucose. The Guardian system uses a Guardian Sensor 3, our most advanced sensor, which is also the sensor used for the MiniMed 670 and 770G systems. One exciting feature is the ability to read glucose levels directly on the phone. This product is supported by iOS and Android devices. For iOS users, this product uses the new Sugar IQ Diabetes Assistant and works exclusively with the Guardian Connect continuous glucose monitor system and supercharges your understanding of diabetes. Using the same supercomputer technology that can predict global weather patterns, the Sugar IQ Assistant continually analyzes everything that can affect your sensor glucose levels. It can reveal specific and sometimes surprising causes of highs or lows by analyzing insulin, food, activity, daily routines, and the real-time Guardian Connect sensor data. The system is intended to complement, not replace information obtained from standard blood glucose monitoring devices. All therapy adjustments should be based on measurements obtained from standard blood glucose monitoring devices and not on values provided by the system. So we have covered a lot of information today, and I hope that you have learned steps that you can take to improve utilization of your current therapy and also helped you think about newer technology available to you in the coming months. Now let's talk through how Medtronic is here to support you today and in the future. Diabetes.Shop can make your supply ordering experience easier. It is a mobile-friendly website with some great features. You can register at www.diabetes.shop to get the benefits of all-in-one order status that allows you to see all about your supply orders 24/7, a target ship date so you can know in advance when your supplies are going to be shipped, scheduled order capabilities so you can personalize automatic recurring shipments. With the scheduled orders feature, you can easily set up, view, and personalize your automatic recurring shipment orders online, including target date, frequency, and quantity. To set up, visit www.diabetes.shop and select Create Order from the home screen, followed by Manage Scheduled Orders, or simply text AUTO to 22094. When the time is right for you to order a new product, our team will help to process the order, verify your insurance coverage, and work with you and your provider to retrieve any necessary documents. Along the way, the clinical team is available to help you today and throughout the training experience for new products. We have a large team of experts to help support you. To help guide you through all the many support resources at Medtronic, we've put together a service brochure that provides tips on what each team can do for you, ways to get support through training through text, and provides a nice summary of all the different ways we support you. Please take a look at the important safety information for the MiniMed 530G and 630G systems. I'll give you time to review. Please take a look at the important safety information from the MiniMed 770G system. I'll give you time to review. Please take a look at the important safety information for the Guardian Connect CGM system, CareLink software, and Sugar IQ app. I'll give you time to review.